Hi there, Emmanuel here, and you probably found this video because you're looking into this Falcon FX. You're looking for a Falcon FX review, or maybe you found out about it, maybe somebody's told you about it on Facebook or something. You just want to do your due diligence. You want to see if it's any good, if you can actually use it to make some money. Does it actually do what it says on the tin? So I'm going to go into all of that in a second, but firstly, if you're new to the channel, just want to say hi. I want to say welcome. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider just rolling down and hitting the subscribe button below. And remember to also just tick on the bell icon so that anytime I do put out a new video, you'll be the first to be informed. And I'm doing that on a regular basis. If I find out anything at all that I think is going to help you potentially to make some more money online, help you with your trading, then I'm going to put a video out there. So make sure you don't miss out on that. Just hit that subscribe button below. So as well as that, if you want to get access to the people that I personally trade with, these are 5, 6, 7-figure earners, and they're going to show you our trading strategy. Yeah, there's two very, very simple trading strategies that we use to crush it on the charts. And if you're interested in that, you can get access to that completely for free for next week. So come and trade with us for free for next week. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second. But anyway, so let's get started. So this is the Falcon FX. So this was brought to my attention by, another trader on Facebook. And so I thought, let me come and have a look at it. And it's nice. This is a really nice site. They do a lot of stuff similar to what we do, but there are some differences, and I will go through that in a second. But let me just go through what they do. So here it is here. They talk about, this video here is about the people, basically the top stars that do really, really well from this. It's a simplified system. They say Forex system where they use a Falcon refinement series. They kind of take you through. They start with a foundation series, then they go to something a bit more advanced. They have a trading community, and they have a Discord community as well. And there's a lot of training involved. Usually it's videos and PDFs and stuff like that. If you are one of the top star traders, they have their own funding program, so they'll actually fund you as well if they think that you're one of the better ones. This is how most of the learning's done. It's done by videos, PDFs, things like that. There is a few webinars, and I'll go through that in a second. But the main thing that happens is the leader. There's the one that actually runs the group. His name is Mark Hutchinson. So this is the guy here. I'll show you his YouTube channel as well. Nice YouTube channel. He's got 86,000 subscribers, so they are giving some value. They're actually out there. It's not, they didn't just put this up yesterday, sort of thing. So this is the coach, the main man, Mark Hutchinson, and everything seems to be a little bit based around him. Do you know what I mean? It's all Mark Hutchinson, that's all you seem to be hearing, which I don't like it when everything's sort of one man is the kind of the focus of everything, sort of thing. So, but here, that is what it is. Yeah. So this is him. He actually founded it in 2017, and this is when he actually started it. Here's these two head coaches, Abdullah and Ibrahim. But we don't hear that much about them you just see them on this page, but we mainly hear about him. So what he does, really, he has a Sunday market breakdown. So he tells you the sort of things he's looking at to trade in the week. Then during the week, he has a market review of the things that he did trade. That's on a Wednesday. It's Wednesday evening UK time. And then he has his weekly trade recaps. That's the end of the week, where he recaps how his trade went and things like that, and tries to teach you whilst that's happening. So again, that's him doing it. It's not interactive. That's him doing it. There is some interactive webinars as well, but I'll show you that when we look at the price. They do have a community, and they do have a Discord channel as well. And this is the price to get enrolled. They have 3 different memberships. They have the £97 per month, the pro version. Yeah, £97. That would be about $150 roughly. They have their foundation series. They have the advanced series. Now, from what I've learned, the advanced series is more trading. Things like, they say they have 4 or 5 patterns that they trade, and they only trade those 4 or 5 patterns, and they wait for those on the charts. But from what I've seen and from what the information I found out, they are retail patterns, so double tops, channels, very much into channels, like channels within channels. And they have something they call the 90% breakout rule, where you wait for it to break out of a channel and then go to the next lower low or higher high. I'll show you it on the chart in a second. From what I've kind of worked out, they're not very clear on it. They don't show it on their chart on their site very much, but this is kind of what I've kind of worked out from my knowledge and my experience, you know. All right, so the other part, they've got the trader strategy handbook. So they've got a lot of videos and training for you, journals, stuff like that. The Sunday breakdown, I just told you what Mark does. The midweek reviews, the weekly trade recaps. You have one live webinar a month. So you get one live one where you get on there and you can kind of talk about your problems. And then you have a live bi-weekly back testing webinar. So basically they're just looking at how you back testing is one of the heavy things that they focus on in this as well. How you can back test all these strategies that they're giving you. Global exclusive community, and you know they have meetups of members when it's allowed, probably pre-COVID. Yeah, they have the quarterly, it's £247 sorry, which is about 300 and something dollars. Yeah, you get billed quarterly for that, but it's all the same thing. It's just that you're getting it a little cheaper. Or if you want to pay for the year, then it's £970, you know. I was thinking, is there any kind of free introduction so you could maybe train with them for a little bit like we do? Like I said, I'm going to offer you that. You can come and actually train with us. The actual thing that we're doing, this isn't sort of like something we do just for beginners. This is what we actually do, yeah? And you get access to that. But so I thought, is there anything free? And they did have this thing here, the free training. But when I went to look at it, it's actually, again, it's a video series. It's a 4-part video series of Mark talking about trading, which is fair enough, you know, but this is what a lot of people do. They give you a video series and say, good luck to you, come and join our stuff, you know, and, you know, it's just not good enough for me. You know what I mean? The foundational building blocks, how to become a consistent in your life, how to master your mindset, how to scale to 6 or 7 figures, to become the asset of your trading empire. So it's a 4-part video series, obviously, to then try and get you involved in joining. Then the last thing they have here is Rewired, and I like that. You know, most these trading things, they don't always have anything to do with your mindset. They just talk about, here's your strategy, good luck, and especially a retail strategy like what this is. You know, you go with a retail, 97% of people fail with retail strategies. You know, and that's because they never work on their mindset. They try and draw these lines or these channels, and they try and trade off these things that the banks see, and the banks just come and just ruin them and just take their money, because that's not how the banks trade. They don't trade in retail ways, but you can make retail work. 3% of people do make retail trading work. The risk to rewards aren't great, but the only way you can make it work is if your mindset is in place. So I like the fact that he is talking about mindset, and he's got something called Rewired, where he's talking about how you rewire your brain to be a successful trader. And it's a book I think he's personally brought out, and a kind of video series again. And he talks about the 7 core principles, the golden rule, the flow zone, the conscious trader, the rewired formula, self-image correction, the secrets of affirmations, rewired momentum. Now, you know, we give you a free book on mindset, do you know what I mean, by one of the top mindset people in the game, Mark Douglas. And also we regularly every week, this isn't a comparison thing, I'm just showing you, we regularly every week have a guy on a Saturday, this guy here, Jason, who comes on and actually works on your mindset, and that's all included, yeah. But for this Rewired thing, it works out to, I saw the price earlier on, it's down here at the bottom. He's charging £995, which is about $1,500. You know what I mean? So for me, it's a bit expensive to just learn stuff that you could probably learn from the leader of the game, Mark Douglas, and you could learn that potentially for free. So, you know, it's up to you whether you're interested in this or not. So we saw the 3 price levels. We saw what they're doing. They don't really show their strategy too much on here, but I've kind of gone into it a little bit, and I'm going to show you roughly what I believe it is. Do you know? They trade trend lines. They trade these kind of channels as well. They trade off trend lines and channels. So double tops and off trend lines. But the problem with trading trend lines is they're just very subjective. You know, how do you draw this trend line? I've done a course, and there's just so many different, some people say you've got to get 3 touches, the first 3 touches. So that would be something along those lines, I suppose. You know, it could be something like that. Or, you know, is it this? Is it that one and then off the top of that one? Or do you decide you just cut this wick all the way out and just do this? It's just very subjective. This is why so many people struggle with things that are so subjective like this, because it's like, do I draw it right? And it's so easy to say, oh, you didn't draw it right, so that's why you get it wrong. And then we do these bounces off these channels now. So, okay, this is coming down to there. Potentially we're looking to buy, but they're talking about their strategy is kind of based around a breakout. They called it the 90%, what are they calling it? 90% rule, break of channel sort of thing. So they're waiting for it to break out of this channel, then trade it, and then maybe trade it down to either this low here, or maybe this low here. But that's not really, when you understand price movement, that's not really how price moves. It does move in channels, and you can make it successful. You can do. I'm not saying you can't. You can make anything successful if your mindset is in place. But if you're just trading off these lines, off these subjective lines, it can get very, very difficult, you know. Another thing they say, they only trade on price action. They never use indicators. And we were like that. We was like, we only trade price action because we done so well. Our risk rewards were like 1 to 5 and things like that. Not retail 1 to 1. But then we found we brought our indicator out, an ATH indicator we call it. And I just want to show it to you now on a 4-hour chart. So you could do this with a job. I'm going to put the arrows on it, ATH. So this is in an uptrend, so you'd only trade up. I'm just going to quickly run you through this. So you see this blue, when you get if you're trading up, when you get the blue arrows, you buy. Simple as that. Yeah. It's perfect for beginners. So buy there, that would have won. 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 Buy there, this one you're actually, either you're in it now, it's just lost. All these winners. But that's kind of here or there. It doesn't mean that you can't trade with indicators. You can do if you haven't learned to read price action yet. Do you know? So that's kind of my thoughts on the Falcon. I did go and look at the Trustpilot. They got quite a good score, 4.8. But some of these lower ones, go and read it for yourself. Some of these lower ones were really not nice. You know, they were saying things like, you know, I didn't learn anything. This Mark guy has got a bit of a shady past and all this sort of things. And you are always going to get negatives. I don't matter what company it is. Don't care how good you're going. Even what we do, we're bound to get people that negative. They don't make it work. They'll go on this and they'll give you a 1-star review. So you got to take that with a pinch of salt sometimes. But there was quite a few. That's all I'm trying to say. There was quite a few out there. So for me, it's good. For me, it's good. But for me, it's missing a little bit of support. There's just quite not enough support. You know, you can take one-on-one sessions. You can pay extra for one-on-one sessions with the leaders, probably with Mark or probably with one of these leaders. And I know that starts at £100 for a one-on-one 1 hour. I don't know what the price is now, but that's what I heard before. But as for just getting on and getting like enough sort of support from the day, just normal support without paying any extra, you just don't get enough. You see him once a week, and then there's a midweek thing, and then there's the Discord channel, you know, and that's not enough for me. Do you know what I mean? So I think it needs a little bit more support. I don't they need to show some wins on here. You need to show some of the everyday people using this to actually make it successful, not just the superstars. We want to see the everyday people using it to be a success. So, you know, I'm not going to bash it though. It seems okay to me. It might be worth a try, but for me, there's just not enough support. Do you know what I mean? That's the only thing that I'm going to say about it. You know. So anyway, listen. I hope that helped you. I hope you got some value from that. If you did, please take a second, just give it a thumbs up. So share it with anyone else you think might get some value from it as well. I did also say that I was going to give you access to the group that I personally trade with. This is the group I trade with, called Team Abundance, and we come on every single day. This is why I was talking about the support. Every single day, Monday right the way through to Saturday, every day we get on and we work with you for an hour and a half, showing you our strategy, showing you those indicators that we use, showing you something that we call smart money, showing you the basic patterns that we use to crush the charts. Yeah, and you get to ask questions there and then. And another thing, this is one of the reasons I was saying not enough support. When I first started this journey, I was thinking, am I getting this? I sent my journal, yeah, with my trades to this guy here, to one of the leaders. And within a week, he had returned it with a video showing me potentially where I could change my trading, which actually increased my trading amount, the profitability of the trading I was making. That's a leader. Do you know what I mean? And that wasn't any extra. I didn't have to pay $100 or anything for that. That came as part of it. Do you know? And as well as that, we have a Discord channel here. And here we have chats all here. And this is the wins. So it's showing you everyday people winning using the strategy. It helps encourage you. It helps you know that it works. You can talk to these people. You can ask them. They're on these lives as well, and they're on the Discord channel. So it just helps you. It helps encourage you. It makes that community so you get access to leaders as well as people in the community. So that's why I think, you know, this is, for me, this is great. This is why I stuck my flag here. So if you want to come and actually trade with us and train with us for next week, absolutely for free, completely for free, then what I'll do, I'll leave a link below this video. Just click on that. You get completely free access to the training for next week. Do you know what I mean? But again, either way, I hope this video helped you a bit. I hope you got some value from it. If you did, give it a